a great start. Did you see that? Okay, today's question for Q&A. Before the gameplay video, I'm just going to read out the question. It is from Atari 2600 Dude, link to his channel down there. He asks, for Q&A, do you play or enjoy board games? If so, which ones? So that question after the gameplay. It's not a walkthrough, playthrough, review, anything like that. It's just me playing the game badly so you can see what it looks like. Right then, this is Formula Retro Racing on the PC. It's also available on the Xbox One. As you can no doubt see, it's me crashing. Wow, that wasn't a great start. Did you see that? Wow. They drive dirty in this game. Yeah, it's a Virtua Racing clone. But clearly the computer drivers are assholes. I was having frame rate issues earlier, but I initially thought, wow, they've updated the game and broken it. But no, I was running my laptop on battery power, and it defaults to like low power battery saving mode. Doesn't use all of the CPU power, and it wasn't running well. So I plugged it in, and it's running just fine now, apart from asshole CPU drivers. They're driving like I drive. So yeah, Virtua Racing clone. It is being updated fairly continuously, because when I first downloaded it, I was going to pan it. There were some glaring problems with it. One being when you get like a time update thing, which we're going to see in a moment. Yeah, you see where it says time extended down the bottom and it's flashing in a fairly conspicuous manner. That used to be slap bang in the center of the screen, and it used to do it when you were approaching a corner. So basically it unsighted you at nearly every corner, and you would just spend half the race crashing into the barriers because the time extended thing had obscured your view, and it was frankly stupid. It broke the game. And it really annoyed me because it's a game I really wanted to play. I love flat shaded polygons, and to have that in the middle of the screen, it was like criminally stupid. But they fixed it, so that was good. The other problem that I ran into was there was no way of exiting the game. It didn't respond to escape. It didn't. The only way I could escape the game was Control-Alt-Delete and use the task manager. I couldn't in any other way get out of the game. There wasn't an option within the game itself to leave the game, and that was just like, on a commercial release, not good enough. Though I suspect it was a beta, I'm going to call it beta because I'm English. Yeah. So they're updating it, and they've fixed that now. There is a option in the menu to leave the game, so that's good. So the game itself, it's a lot like Virtua Racing. You can have other views. I've forgotten how to get the other views. Not like that. There we go. It's the select button. This is how I normally race. This is the view I choose in most racing games, particularly Gran Turismo. I'm not so keen. Virtual Racing is one of the few games where I prefer an external view, and it's the same on here. For some reason this just feels more natural. Maybe it's just because my brain says, and I'm gonna keep referring to Virtual Racing because this is, apart from the circuits that are in it, I mean, it's just that. It's so that kind of game. I never got to play Virtual Racing in the arcades. I just saw magazine photos of it, and they were all this view, and so my brain says that game should be played from this view. And playing it internally is just yeah, so I mean, flat shaded polygons, super silky smooth frame rate, high resolution. That makes it, well, it does something that Virtua Racing doesn't. Hide the pixels for one thing because of the high resolution, but you've got glow on lit objects. You see those the lights at the side of the track and signs and things, they glow, which is something that you couldn't do on like Virtua Racing, be it on any of the remakes on consoles or on the arcade ROM running on MAME. Get off me, you knob. Excuse me. I don't know about, I've never played it on the Switch, Virtua Racing, because that is like enhanced over the arcade original, but I still don't think it has that glow. I know where I want to take this. Continue. Yeah, okay. We're going to go to Monte Carlo, because while I keep talking about Virtua Racing, this makes me think of a different game. You'll understand in a moment, maybe. Rolling start. Please try not to roll me into the car in front. Computer, I'm talking to you. Yeah, here we go. So, what game is this almost virtually exactly like? Jeff Crammond, oh God almighty, Jeff Crammond's Formula 1 Grand Prix on, well, it was on PC, but I played it on the Amiga. Oh Jesus. It's very, 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 very similar to that, albeit with a higher frame rate and higher resolution, obviously. But that's what this is taking me back to. And I love it. I'm not as good on this circuit. It's like most racing games, if they've got Monaco, that is my go-to circuit to try the game out. It's always either Monaco or the Nürburgring. And I'm good on Monaco, normally, on most games. I know the circuit like the back of my hand, and the gear changes and everything tend to be consistent. I know what gear to take most corners in. This, not so much. You can go into most corners in a much higher gear than you realistically would be able to. So I'm going too slow in this game because I'm going for like realistic braking and gear choices, where this will let you, oh God, this will let you fly flat out through some corners. And when I say fly, I mean drive. So that takes a bit of getting used to. I need to reprogram my brain to drive, well, like a twat, in a different way to the way that I'm driving like a twat right now. But it's gorgeous. Something about the combination of flat shaded polygons and mega smooth frame rate is I can't even tell you how much I like it's a visual feast of like your favourite food and your favourite alcohol and your favourite other things that I can't even begin to say in a video, all thrown together in a video game, and it's great. I just wish I could get past the... Oh, get off me, you sod. Yeah, I wish I didn't suck at it. Not some of the circuits, it's slightly inconsistent in terms of difficulty on each circuit. Some circuits I can just rip through and have no problem, and other circuits not so much. This is one that's not so much, where I would actually expect to be good. So it's kind of inconsistent, but not necessarily a bad thing, because I guess, well, in the real world some circuits are easier than others. But I think you need to get first place, or at least on the podium, on the first batch of circuits before you can open up the last two. I don't know if there are any hidden circuits, because I haven't scored well enough to open anything up yet. And I'm playing it on easy. Yeah. Get out of the way. And what have we got? 4 laps out of 5, and I'm in 11th out of 20. So we're not going to be winning any trophies here. Oh God. This is a poor demonstration of how to play the game. I would apologise, but I'm not going to, because, you know, this is me. You expect, you know, playing it badly so you can see what it looks like. And how it looks is gorgeous. You're not seeing a perfect representation of the colour. I'm looking at the screen on my camera and it's, oh God. The camera isn't seeing it quite as I am seeing it, so you won't be seeing it as I'm seeing it. But also that's to do with it's like screens have different colour gamuts and whatnot and represent colours differently, so everyone will see things slightly differently. Oh, for God's sake. There is a slightly weird thing where if you clip the barriers, your car will sometimes get punted backwards. It's a bit harsh. Though, to be fair, if it was the real world, it would have ripped my wheels off, torn the car apart and killed me, so maybe it's not that harsh. But, yeah, you don't want to scrape the barriers. Some games you can get away with that. Not this one. One of the few things I don't like about it, and I don't know to what extent you can hear it because I've got the volume down very low, the music. I'm not keen on the music. It's very twee electronica. I guess the aim is for it to sound Japanesey in some kind of way. I don't know where this is made, what developer or whatever, and where they're from. But it sounds like cutesy Japanese arcade-ish kind of, I don't even know if it's arcade-ish music actually, but it's cutesy Japanese electronica. It's very twee. I don't like it. It seems inappropriate for a game like this. I mean, I'm not into metal, but this game could do with metal. Or something like that. It needs something with a harder edge. I guess they're going for the retro feel, but that music to me isn't quite right. Okay, we'll do one more circuit. Okay, we will select a course. We'll go for desert, because I haven't come first in that one either. I will start my engine. Oh, I remember this. I am not good at this either. Alright, okay, I'm my score is second here, but it took some doing. It's like, ooh, this corner. Oh, Jesus. I like that effect. That's cool. That the black smoke that's actually just a bunch of squares. It's interesting and kind of clever. I have got a bad controller for playing this. It is a cheap Xbox 360 clone pad. And while I can cope with the layout, the problem with this pad is it has a very big dead zone, which makes it very imprecise. And yeah, you can say, oh, bad craftsman blaming his tools. Okay, yes, I am a bad craftsman, but that doesn't take away from the fact that this joypad makes it very difficult to be good at video games. It's very imprecise. I need to get a better joypad for my PC gaming, and the only reason I haven't is because I don't do a lot of PC gaming. What I need to do is get a proper Xbox 360 pad, because PC games mostly seem to want that. I've only actually only one of my PC games will work with my PS4 pad, and that's Grand Theft Auto. So I need to get a a proper Xbox 360 pad. I'm using this pad on my Xbox 360 when I play on that, and I need to do more videos of that, but I want to get a better pad, because I had a proper Xbox 360 pad, but it died on me. It was the battery leaked, actually. Totally my bad, and I must thank Rob Geigerpunk, because he gave me the Xbox 360 some time ago. And I do need to do some more videos using that. But I've got to get myself a new pad, because I killed the one that I had, which totally my bad. When I do that, I'll probably do more PC gaming as well, because I'm not good with keyboard and mouse. Not good at all. And it's a shame, because I'm not really using this gaming laptop to its full potential in terms of gaming. It's good at gaming, but I'm largely not doing PC gaming because controller. I have other news. You will have noticed a slight slowing of output of videos on this channel. I say slight, it's quite significant actually, and I'm embarrassed at the lack of videos I've been uploading. But there is a reason for it. There are things happening that I will tell you about when they are finalised and rock solid, and I know that what I think is going to happen is going to happen. I'm waiting for something. And I can't tell you more than that. Well, I could, but I'm not going to. Because I don't want to, I don't want to jump the gun. Things are happening, good things. I just want to sit and play now. I can't speak. But yeah, I'm hoping to record a batch of gameplays today. I had a whole batch of videos on this laptop when I came to Joe's, stuff that I'd recorded at my place, at the place I was living, and I've used all of those up while I've been here. So I'm basically out of videos, hence I'm recording this today, and I'm hoping I'm going to get time to record a batch today of other videos. We will see, because I don't like, while I'm not working, I want to take advantage of the time to make lots of videos, and I said that there would be, and there currently aren't, and I feel bad about that. So I've got a little bit of time today, and I want to try and record a batch. Oh, whether that happens or not remains to be seen. With this game, Formula Retro Racing, well, it's great. It's not an especially big game. There are not lots of circuits, but it's cheap. It's like, I think it's a labour of love done by one person. I might be wrong about that, but that's the impression I get. That they are still developing it, I think, is cool. You know, when it first came out, or when I first tried it, it was definitely not up to scratch. It was showing its potential, but there were details were needed work, and those things that were bugging me have been sorted out, and that's great. So, I mean, I don't know what other things they're going to do on here. Oh, those things, they've unlocked. Have they? No, they're not unlocked. I'm going to have to play some more Desert and Monte Carlo before I can before I can unlock those other two. But I'm going to call it a day for this video. Formula Retro Racing, PC and Xbox One. It is a Virtua Racing clone, and it does it very, very well. It's getting better all the time. If you're playing it on a laptop, make sure your laptop's plugged in, because yeah, this video nearly didn't get made because the frame rate was all over the place, and that was my bad, not the game. So I mean, in conclusion, what can I say other than I like it a lot? It is, you can see what it is, flat shaded polygon racer, high resolution, silky smooth frame rate, lots of fun. It's my kind of game. Definitely something you can just jump into and play, you know, quick. You could spend a lot of time on it, or you could spend 10 minutes on it, and either way you'll have a lot of fun. Okay, thank you for watching. Hello, today's question for Q&A is from Atari 2600 Dude. Link to his channel down there. He asks, for Q&A, do you play and or enjoy board games? If so, which ones? My initial response to this was no, but there is an exception. Actually, two exceptions. I'm holding up two fingers and you can't there. I play chess. I haven't played it in a long while, but I remember how to play. I wouldn't say I'm good at it. Actually, I'd say I'm probably pretty bad, but I do enjoy it. The thing with chess, you have to be able to think several moves ahead, and that requires working memory, and I don't mean computer working. It is a thing in humans, working memory. It's like how much RAM you've got, and it's not like remembering things you've done. It's being able to hold information that you can manipulate mentally. And I've done tests and things, like I've done IQ tests, I've done EQ tests, I've done a working memory test. High IQ, down in the, almost in minus figures, EQ, that's emotional IQ, and working memory, very, very, very below average, which means I suck at things like maths. And also, it limits my ability to play chess. I can't think and retain moves in chess. I can think about 3 moves ahead, and that's not great. You need to be like way, way ahead. So it means while I enjoy it, I'm not very good at it. I like Monopoly. I suck at it, I never win, but I do enjoy it. Haven't played that in quite a long while either. I mean, there are strategies for playing that game that I have never, and again, like with chess as well, there are strategies, and I'm not one for actually finding out what those strategies are. I just kind of figure it out as I go along and do badly. That's kind of like how I treat life, actually. I don't have a plan, so I'm kind of reactive rather than proactive. It doesn't serve me well in a lot of situations, though I'm actually really quite happy with where my life is at the moment, so you know. Yeah. I have designed a board game. When I was doing my OU course a few years ago, 4 years ago, the OU part of it was a design course, and one aspect of that course was we had to design a board game, and I designed this game that was Supermarket Manager. Yeah, that's what it was. And it involved, I mean, you had to use a dice. There was an amount of moving around the board, so there was an amount of chance, an element of randomness, but you had to use management skills as well. The choices you made affected how well you would do. It was like, how much money do you invest in certain types of stock and stuff like that. It had times of the, I think it had seasons. I've forgotten so much about it. It was a complex and deep game. I've actually got a 2-hour video. I think it's 2 hours long. It was like my demonstration to my tutor of how this game was played. And it was a 2-hour video, and the tutor was pissed off that she had to watch it for 2 hours. She was like, you know, make it shorter, just show me the specifics, where the whole point was to show how the game developed and how it started. Was it didn't play in the same way at the start as how it played after an hour, because you had more money, more stock, more customers. It was about gaining customers. That there were lots of elements to it. It was a very complex game. It had well, it was complex, but it was simple. It was self-explanatory. You could play it without necessarily having read the instructions, though it helped if you knew. I don't have it anymore, which is I would say it's a shame, but honestly I probably was I ever gonna play it again? Don't know. When I moved, basically, it's one of the many things that got left behind, and in fact thrown in the bin. I was like, if I didn't have room for it, and I wasn't letting anyone else have it, so yeah, that got binned. It's a shame. It was fun. It was good, I think. Could it have sold? Honestly, I suppose board games are still a thing. Could I have pitched it at a company who made board games, and would it have sold? I have no idea. I think it was a good game. Do I regret throwing it away? There's the thing, as a creative person, I mean, I do music, I do videos, I have written stuff, paintings, photography, you name it. I'm a creative person. What I'm not good at is getting any of that out there and monetizing it, promoting it, pitching it to companies, anything like that. I'm no good at. Business, no chance. I don't think that way. I don't have the drive to try and put it out there and make something of it. I'm creative, and that's it. I don't do all the other stuff, so I could make something. That game might have been fantastic and might have sold by the bucket load, but I don't have what it takes to get it out there. So I'll never know what could have been with that game. But I mean, other than that, board games, do I like them? No, honestly. Apart from chess and Monopoly, given the choice, it's like, hey, you could play this board game with pieces and dice and cards and instructions and stuff, or I could play a video game. I would take the video game every single time. It could even be a crap video game. I'd rather play a crap video game than a good board game. I'm just not interested in board games. They, for the most part, bore me senseless. I just can't care about them at all. Yeah, I'll be honest, if I'm with a group of people and someone says, hey, let's play a board game, I am internally dying. I have manners, and I'm not going to say, no, I don't want it, that's boring as all hell. That's the last thing I want to do is play a board game. I have, my manners just won't allow me to do that, but inside I'm dying. I don't want to. But yeah, I do like chess. Against an evenly matched player, when there is enough time to play it, then it is fun. Okay, anyone else who's got a question they would like answering in a video like this, leave your question in the comments below, and begin with for Q&A, so I know not to just answer in the comments. And thank you for watching.
So look, just subscribe to this Benway chap and we can all go home. I'll have a glass of claret and, oh, bollocks.